Welcome to Calendar Week 4's review video. This is an attempt to narrate my life, review my progress, look at consistency, focus on remembering the things that I want to remember, codifying things to memory. So I think the easiest thing to do is just narrate over the video clips that I've created and kind of give you what my thought process is. So I structure my day into multiple parts. First being the morning routine, and then the day routine, and then I don't have a full night routine, but I've been working on that. So the morning routine is pretty hygienic. The biggest thing that I do in the morning is work out, which is what you're seeing now. I have one goal, and it's to exercise for a minimum of 10 minutes. The focuses of the 10-minute exercises are not so much on strength building like I used to think when I was doing powerlifting and bodybuilding. It's just focus on the things that I see lacking in my physique, performance, mobility, and stability. Right here you're noticing a new pose that I've been working on. It's the Ma-bu, or the horse stance pose. Early on I didn't have a technique. I wasn't practicing many drills. I was just trying to brute force it, so you can see that I'm not super low into the pose, but you'll see progression over the coming weeks. The second part of my daily routine consists of work, and in the middle of work I always focus on a run. So I break up my workday, kind of try and do it 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon. Sometimes it's 5 and 3, but consistently I like to run from 12 to 1. During my runs, I try to integrate some push-ups. The idea being endurance with running is good, but I also want to have endurance throughout the whole body. So I try and incorporate some skills while I run, and push-ups are easy. You can do them at any time. The next thing that you see me focus on here is my box jumps. So at this point in time, we're starting the Ultimate Frisbee season, and I realized through some contemplation that I'm not very good at jumping. And jumping is kind of important for Ultimate Frisbee, so I said, let's do some drills. Overhead press is just an exercise I like to do, but I've kind of cut it out because I don't think it's as important to isolate this movement. So whenever you see me doing bicep curls and overhead presses, it's kind of just to get the blood pumping, to kind of get me in the mood to warm up before I do harder exercises like this one, the bridge up. So I realize I don't have good spinal mobility, so I've been focusing on that. It's been a really tough exercise, but I think it's been really rewarding. Same thing with the Ma-bu. It's been extremely difficult. You get that huge onset of lactidosis, or lactosis, something like that. And you try and stay there as long as you can until it just becomes too painful. And it's been really helpful to focus on, helpful to practice. I've been seeing improvements in my lower body conditioning and tension in my pelvis, legs, and lower core. A lot of these runs that I did during Calendar Week 4, I took longer style videos just to kind of emphasize how far away I run, which I've measured it to be somewhere between a quarter mile and a third of a mile. It's roughly how long it is. So I just run back and forth. So this point is the beginning. the start line is what I like to call it, and then I run in a straight line all the way till the end, and I call that the end line. But some days, some days are better than others when it comes to running. I don't know. It feels like it's really boring to watch, and now that I'm recording it, I would say it's pretty boring to watch. In the moment, I'm usually listening to something. Uh, when I run, it doesn't seem so boring because I focus on listening to something constructive. So if I run too fast, I can't focus on listening to the constructive talk or ideas or thoughts running through my head. If I run too fast, you kind of have to close off thought process. So I try not to run too fast. I like to run in a medium pace, a sustainable pace, so that I can focus on thought and contemplation, but also get a nice exercise. Here, some of our favorite activities to do, me and Allie together, is to go disc golfing. So I thought I would incorporate it, let you guys know how I like to have fun. Funny enough, though, at that moment, someone honked at us as I threw the disc. Maybe I'll try and add the audio back, but it was pretty funny. Someone honked at us trying to mess us up. It's at a local park that we go to. It's like 5 minutes away. This disc right here is the only disc I use. I've got many discs, and I've been working on decluttering, and that's Allie's favorite disc. She's on the phone with her friend. But I try and reduce it just to that one disc now. My other focuses this week were the calisthenics moves. I think I know that I'm deficient in my pull-ups. I just don't like the exercise. It's challenging for me. So I've been seeing it as the obstacle that I need to overcome. So that's me practicing it. Dips, on the other hand, are the exact opposite. I feel very proficient. I feel very comfortable with the dips, and that's why I do them so often. And so I've been trying to reduce the frequency that I dip because I'm getting less and less returns, but I can get more and more returns from things that I'm deficient in. But I just can't help it. It's so much fun. Anyway, thanks for watching this week's review of Canned Week 4.